Yeah, it was funny. I had been starting my search, and I came across Kurt, and got on the phone with Kurt. And after listening to him talk to me about Fellow and what Fellow can do, I think it was just one of those things where everybody I think wants to network. Nobody ever really seems to be able to make the time to do that. And to me, this looked like a structure that I really needed to keep me focused and on a path to do that. And I, quite frankly, only wish I'd been doing it a lot sooner. Unless I was, coming in contact with them all the time because of business reasons, 5 to 7, something like that. It was really small. Just my first letter that went out with Fellow, which went out to, 150 folks. I had 85 responses, and talked to every one of them. People I hadn't talked to in years. So, I think, it's certainly that I would tell you that initial 150 mailing turned into probably over another 75 or 80 contacts. People that knew somebody else put me in touch with somebody else from there. And so my network has grown, quite frankly, since April. I started out with 150. I think I'm over 500 right now. And it's been great. I've picked up a board position, a nonprofit board position because of it. I have been employed. I was employed when I started Fellow, but I was starting to look and am looking. And that's led to, contacts with PE firms and recruiters that weren't able to reach before. And I think that's setting me up well. I mean, we're in the middle of COVID, so, there's only so much that can be done right now. But quite frankly, having the conversations with people, understanding that there are a lot of other people in the same situation kind of helps you get through that. So I think that in of itself has been very helpful. And quite frankly, the fact of reconnecting with people that I haven't seen or talked to in, 15, 20 years has been great. So. Absolutely. I've already done that. In fact, I know that Kurt's probably signed up 2 or 3 folks that I've recommended. Look, I'd say this, even if you're not looking for a job, it's more than that. It's about reconnecting with people you haven't talked to in a long time. I would tell anybody that, it's natural to feel awkward about doing that. But I would tell you that from the very first phone call I had with somebody I hadn't talked to in 15 or 20 years, it was like we never left off, and they're sitting on the other end of the phone wishing they'd done the same thing. And so just that alone is rewarding enough, and it just feels good. So I'd say, if you need a structure, if you're not good at networking, this I think gives you an easy way to create a structure to get you to stay in contact with people. Whether you're looking for a job or a business opportunity, or you just want to connect with some old friends, No, there are a lot that stand out, just like I said, connecting with people I haven't talked to in a long time. I would say in general, and I think I mentioned this already, but in general, I think the biggest thing that stuck out was, there are folks that, I worked with back in my GE days, which I left GE in 1999. So that's how long it's been since I've talked to some of these guys. And the conversation immediately picked up like I just saw them yesterday. And people were generally excited to catch up, and boy, I had a lot of great conversations, and still do, by the way. So that's what I like the most.
Excellent.